Hello boys and girls, a very good morning and welcome to this live doubts clarification session on quantitative aptitude and reasoning brought to you by Talent Sprint. Well, I always hope that all of you are in good health, and I'm assuming that you are preparing really very hard and seriously for the upcoming bank, SSC and other government exams, right? I can see many of you have joined the chat already, right? We have Karthik Raja, Grishma, Shivani, Ram Lakshmi, Santosh, Dilip Kumar. Well, some new names here. At least I have not seen Dilip Kumar or Santosh 1744M, Srivani, Karthik Raj in my earlier sessions. Yeah, then we have others as well, right? Bhargav, Vidya Rajan, Naveen, Sharmila, and others. Yeah. Well, good to see you all. Many others in fact in the chat. I'm sure we will do a lot of interaction as we move forward in the session. So good morning everyone, and I hope all of you are set to get started with this session. For those who are unaware, let me tell you that this is a typical doubts clarification session where we solve questions which you have not been able to solve, right, from the subjects of quantitative aptitude and reasoning. Now, how do you post your questions? Not through the chat here. All you have to do is, when you're practicing at any point of time, it can be 3 a.m., it can be 12 p.m., it can be 7 p.m. If you are struck with anything, just go to the respective discussion forum and post it there, right? Let's say you're solving a question from reasoning which you are unable to crack. Post it in the reasoning discussion forum under the right topic. We will either respond to your question to the forum, or we shall take it up in such live doubts clarification sessions which happen every Saturday. Okay, so I think that's how it works. I just thought I'll update because many new students here, Pritam, Thavre, Dushyant, right? I'm sure some of you are joining in a live session for the first time, so it should be helpful. Now, before I actually present my screen and give the questions to you to solve, a quick update about change that we have done in your program. Right now, we had something called as today's preparation in your dashboard, right, when you log into your Talent Sprint account, which was helping, which was really helpful. But then we thought we'll make it a little more interesting, because a lot of feedback that we got had mentioned about giving a proper study plan for 30 days or 45 days. So keeping that in mind, considering that as a feedback and assuming it would help a lot more to many of you, we have done some changes in the today's preparation course. It's now called a study plan, which has got a proper plan for 45 days for your SBI clerks exam, or 20 days for your SSC CHSL exam, depending on the number of days left for the exam, right? Likewise, let's say if the SBI PO notification comes in the evening today, for example, we will immediately look at the examination date and accordingly propose a plan for you, which you can stick to if you don't know how to go about it, right? And yes, there was a lot of feedback about daily practice tests being not available there. Well, the fact is, daily practice tests were always there. It's just that you guys got used to directly clicking the link and going to the test, right? And you don't really like finding out the test on the test site, right, on the practice site. So we have enabled that section also in the last evening, and I'm sure all of you are now comfortable with the study plan. Please keep sharing your valuable feedback, and we will consider that and do the changes accordingly, right? If you find something very useful that has been suggested by you, and if it is doable, we will not think twice in implementing it. Okay, so I think that's the update I have. Please go through it and let us know about your feedback, right? We are also planning to give you a downloadable study plan, which you can download and put tick marks once you have finished a particular topic or a particular test. So that will be like even more helpful, right? Here you'll not be able to put a tick mark on the dashboard, but if you can take a printout and keep it with you and follow that every day, it'll be very helpful, is what we are thinking. I'm sure we will get feedback from you guys as well. So that's the update I have, and the only thing I would suggest is, remember, practice is the key. Whatever be the subject, you have to make sure that you practice as much as you can. These exams are not really difficult to crack, be it a bank exam or an SSC exam or any government exam, right? These are not difficult to crack. It's just about doing more and more practice, because the type of questions that are asked are what you have learned up to 10th or 12th standard, right? Nothing beyond that. Okay, the only challenge here that I see is that there's huge competition, right? And for you to be able to beat the competition, you got to do things differently, right? And for you to do things differently, you should not be looking at what others are doing and just follow that, right? I mean, everybody is spending 4 hours a day, so I should also spend 4 hours a day. No, the number of hours doesn't really matter. What you do in those many hours is what matters, right? So make sure that you make the most of the platform that is available for you, right? We will do all that is possible to make your preparation complete and help you give your best in the examination. So just keep practicing and keep sharing your feedback, anything that you want us to implement. And like I said, if it is doable, we do not think twice in implementing it. Okay, so that's the update I have. We can get started now. If you're all ready, I would like to present the first question from the session today. Yeah, we'll be taking up questions both from aptitude as well as reasoning, quantitative aptitude and reasoning ability. So why don't you just let me know if we can get started. Yeah, some positive feedback there from Ramalakshmi and Naveen Kumar. They find it to be really very helpful. And yes, we will keep adding more and more to it. Yeah. Ready? Gautam, okay. Gautam has mentioned, I mean, this is one session where we actually get to interact and discuss suggestions and feedback, right? So Gautam's feedback is that supply previous year's papers also, previous year exam papers as well. So Gautam, see, honestly, let me tell you that previous year papers are not available, right? I mean, there were days when these exams were conducted in an offline mode, right? Pen and paper mode. So it was easy to get the previous year paper, but now ever since the exams have gone online, it has become difficult for us to fetch the previous papers. It is easy in SSC because papers are easily available, but not as easily available when it comes to banking exams. However, we're trying hard to get memory based previous papers, and we are also ensuring that similar questions are asked in our all India mock exams, right? So don't worry, just keep following what's there for you. Keep looking at the advanced examples and the recent examples that we do, because all these are in line with the recent examinations. Okay, now let me get started. Anudeep says, I am a beginner, so in reasoning, which topic should I prepare first? Anudeep, just follow the plan that we have for you. I mean, SBI clerk's plan or SSC CHSL plan, just go according to the plan, and it is it is a guideline for you, right? That way, if you have no clue about how to do something, how to go about the preparation, just follow the plan. Okay, now anyway, let me present the first question to you all. This was posted by Pramesh, and it is from this topic of profit and loss. A simple one, should not take more than 5 seconds for you to crack this. Let's see how many of you get the right answer. The question is on your screens now. So it says, if the profit of two articles A and B are equal, then what will be the ratio of discounts on both of these items? If the profit of two articles A and B are equal, then what will be the ratio of discounts on both these items? 4:7, 15:28, 7:4, 28:15, or can't determine. It should actually be cannot be determined, but then we looks like we have taken the question as it was posted. So your clock starts now. Let's see how many of you get the right answer. The profit of two articles A and B are equal. What will be the ratio of discounts on both these items? Karthikeyan and Shubham Gupta and Kaushik and Selvi, Vidyarajan and all others have marked the answer as option E, can't be determined, cannot be determined. So let's discuss this. See what it says. If the profit of two articles A and B are equal, then what will be the ratio of discounts on both these items? Now, options are 4:7, 15:28, 7:4, 28:15, and cannot be determined. It's obvious that answer cannot be determined because there's no data given to us except the point that profit of A is equal to profit of B. Now, just because the profits are equal doesn't mean that we'll be able to talk about the discount here, right? Like for example, let's say selling price of A is equal to 120. Selling price of B also should be 120. Assuming cost price of both are 100. Let's assume cost price of both articles are same, 100 and 100. Selling price of A is 120, selling price of B is also 120. Implies that profits are equal, right? Profit on article A is 20, profit on article B is also 20. Now, from this data, profits are equal. That's what is given to us. It could be 100, 120, 200, 220. Profits are equal, but how can we talk about the discount there? It's not possible, right? For example, in the first case, let's assume the marked price of A was 150. How much is the discount? Discount here, I think it will be 20%, because 20% of 150 is equal to 30 rupees. So if we subtract 30 rupees from 150, you will get the selling price as 120. You understand? If these two are implemented here, 150 minus 30 will give you 120. So you see here the discount is 20%, 30 rupees. On the other hand, I can say that the marked price for article B was 240. Discount is, let's say, 50%. 50% of what? 240. Discount always is calculated on the marked price. 50% of 240 is 120. So from 240, if I subtract 120, it will result in again the same 120. So understand, while the selling price of both articles are equal, the discounts are different. 20% versus 50%. Again, selling prices need not be equal. We have just taken an assumption, right? Selling price can also be different. Like this can be 120, this can be 220. Like for example, cost price of B is 200, selling price is 220. Profit still remains 20. Here again, I can say, let's say the mark price is 440. Then 50% of 440 is 220. 240 minus 220 will result in 220. So profits are anyway equal. Profits, anything you do, profits are equal. So you can't really do anything about this. I mean, you cannot talk about the discounts just based on the profits being given there. Okay. So option E cannot be determined is the right answer. All right. Should we move to the next one? I'm sure it was a simple one. Let's take up the next question now. Okay, now this next one was posted by Ramalakshmi, and this in fact is not really a question that belongs to one of the topics, but it is a conceptual clarity that Ramalakshmi is trying to seek. So let me present it to you all and then explain you what actually happens here. Now this is as it is copied from the discussion forum. So Ramalakshmi says, please clarify my doubt. Pi is equal to 22 by 7. Is it a rational or irrational number? Because 22 by 7 is 3.142857, 142857. The value 142857 is recurring and not terminating. So it needs to be considered as rational number, right? It should be question mark. I mean, if you're actually trying to explain that, right? So it needs to be considered as rational number, right? But in the basic videos, pi is illustrated as irrational numbers. It leads to confusion in my side. So please explain it. Well, this is a very interesting question. I'm sure not many of you would have got this kind of a doubt. I'm glad that Ramalakshmi is trying to think based on the concepts being discussed. So this is a confusion, right? We say that pi is equal to 22 by 7. Pi is equal to 22 by 7. If you write 22 by 7, it comes out to be 3.142857, 142857, and so on, 142857. Right? So you see, it's a recurring decimal, non-terminating recurring decimal. So according to this concept, 3.142857, since it is a recurring decimal, I can say this is a rational number. Right? It's recurring and non-terminating, like she has explained. All these things have been discussed in detail in our number systems video. So please refer to that, where we have talked about rational and irrational numbers. So since it is recurring and non-terminating, I can consider this to be rational, right? It should be a rational number. But then we also say that pi is irrational. So what is this? On one hand, you say pi is irrational, right? On the other hand, when we expand pi 22 by 7, we find that it is a rational number, and this is leading to the confusion, rightly so. So what happens here? What happens here? Well, let me explain this to you all. In fact, like I said, very interesting question posted by Ramalakshmi. So understand, Ramalakshmi and all others there, that pi is actually not 22 by 7. It is approximately 22 by 7. You understand? The real value of pi is 3.14159 something. I mean, I remember only up to 5 digits after the decimal there. It is 3.14159 and so on. It is a non-terminating, non-recurring number. The original value of pi, the real value of pi. Pi is not 22 by 7. Pi is approximately 22 by 7. Right? The real value of pi will be 3.14159 and so on. Now the closest fraction that can be expressed in terms of 3.14, or the decimal here 3.14159 can be expressed very closely in terms of fraction using 22 by 7. So we approximately consider pi as 22 by 7. You're getting it? So the real pi is actually irrational because it is non-terminating and non-recurring. It neither terminates and nor there is any recurring part. But when you look at 22 by 7, it is a recurring decimal number. You understand? It's a recurring number. But then that's not the real value of pi. Right? So that's where the confusion arises. Okay? Remember, pi is an irrational number. Pi is not a rational number. It's an irrational number because it neither terminates nor does any part of the number recurs. Okay? What we take 22 by 7 is just an approximate value of pi, and that is a recurring number. But just because it is an approximate value, you cannot conclude that pi is rational from that, right? Pi is an irrational number. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood this. If there are any more questions, you can post it immediately, otherwise I'm good to move to the next one. Should we go for the next question? Radhesham says, I could not get this. Well, Radhesham, I think number one, you have to be thorough with the basics of number systems, right? I mean, what are rational numbers, irrational numbers? I'm sure if you go by that video first and then watch whatever I've explained here, you will be able to understand it very clearly. Simple point, pi is an irrational number. 22 by 7 is an approximate value of pi. But 22 by 7 is a rational number. So because 22 by 7 is rational does not mean that pi is rational. Because 22 by 7 is an approximation of pi. It's not the real value of pi. Okay. I think I can present the next question now, which is here on your screens. This was posted by Venkat. It says, find the area of a square whose consecutive vertices are 11, 12 and 5, 4. Well, strictly speaking, this is a question which is not asked in bank exams. This is from the topic of geometry, right? Coordinate geometry. However, a simple concept. So at least those who have enrolled for the SSC exam prep program, or those who are preparing for SSC exams, should be able to solve it. I'll leave you all with this for about 30-45 seconds and then discuss the solution. But guys who are preparing for bank exams should not get confused because of this. Remember, this is not a part of your syllabus. Correct? Alright, so time is up. This is actually a very simple question. I repeat, those who are appearing for bank exams need not worry about this because this is not a part of your syllabus. Now, here's the question. This was posted by Venkat. It says, find the area of a square whose consecutive vertices are 11, 12 and 5, 4. So basically, you know, when you plot a square on the graph there, right, on the coordinate axis, there will be consecutive vertices. These two are consecutive, or maybe these two are consecutive, right? So it says the consecutive vertices of a square are 11, 12 and 5, 4. 11, 12 and 5, 4, right? So maybe the, strictly speaking, the square is actually like this, given that the vertices are 11, 12, 5, 4. So let's say this is 5, 4 and this is 11, 12, right? For example. Now for you to find out the area of a square, you should know the side of the square. What is the side? So all I have to do is find out the length of the side. Length of the side is nothing but the distance between these 2 points, right? So S is equal to the distance between 11, 12 and 5, 4. How do you measure that? You know, when two vertices are given to you, x1, y1, x2, y2, the distance is considered as root over x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So 11 minus 5 whole square plus 12 minus 4 whole square. So that's like 6 square 36, 8 square 64, 36 plus 64 is 100, under root 100, which is equal to 10. So the side is 10. What is the area of the square? Area of a square is equal to side square. So 10 square, which should be 100 square units. A very simple one, not complex. I'm not sure why Venkat got confused here. So 100 square units is the answer. And now comes the next question on your screen. Quick. Again, this was posted by Venkat. Try it out. He says 10% discount is offered on an item. By applying a promo code, a customer wins 4% cashback. What is the effective discount? Somebody got 49. Gautam, you got 49 for the previous one. And Radhesham got 32. I don't know how. Answer is 100. Try it. Try this one now. Quick. Okay, the time is up. Let's discuss the solution now. So here the question says 10% discount is offered on an item. 10% discount is offered on an item. By applying a promo code, a customer wins 4% cashback. 4%. How much is the cashback? 4%. This is 4% of what? 4% of 90. Remember, you will get cashback only on whatever you have paid. You have paid only 90 rupees here. So you will get a cashback of 4% on 90. 4% of 90 is what? 3.6 rupees. Yes or no? 3.6 rupees. 4% of 90, 3.6 rupees. So what is the total? So what is the effective price? What is the effective selling price for the customer? He paid 90, but he got 3.6 rupees back. So finally, he has paid only 86.4 rupees, right? 86.4 rupees. Now he's asking us to find out the effective discount. See, the price was 100 rupees, marked price. He paid only 86.4. So what's the discount? You have to measure the difference between these two. 100 minus 86.4, which is 13.6. So the discount here can be taken as 13.6. 13.6 rupees, but 13.6 rupees on 100 rupees is nothing but 13.6%. So the discount is 13.6%. Simple. 10% plus 3.6. See, effective discount. When he's talking about effective discount, it should be overall calculated on the mark price itself. Don't say effective discount is 10% plus 4%. I'm sure if you look at the options here, options have not been given, but if Venkat had given the options, one of the options will definitely be 14%. And many students may mark the answer as 14% in a hurry. Answer will not be 14%. You cannot add both the values, 10% plus 4%, 14%. Because this 4% is on 90. 4% on 90 is 3.6, and this 3.6 on 100 becomes 3.6%. So 10% on 100 plus 3.6% on 100 is 13.6% on 100. Okay, and I'm sure also one of the options will be like 86.4. Don't mark 86.4. 86.4 is the final selling price. He's not asking us to find out the final selling price. He's asking us to find out the effective discount, which is 13.6%. Okay, a simple one, but these kind of silly mistakes will lead to a wrong answer, right? Taking 14%, 14.4%, 86.4% and so on. So be careful. These are some questions where we actually end up committing silly mistakes and lose our precious marks there, right? So you have to deal with such questions easily, properly. Now I think we have done enough on quantitative aptitude. Let's change the subject. We'll take up something on reasoning first, and then we will go back to quantitative aptitude. So let me find out something on reasoning for you guys. Yeah, are you all ready? 13.6 is the final answer. Cashback. You get the cashback, right, of whatever you have paid. All right, let's move to the next one. Now this is a question from reasoning ability. This was posted by Ankit Kapoor. In fact, this question was posted by two different students in the forum there. Yeah, so looks like many of you are got struck. So this talks about 8 friends, A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H, who went to a party with different food items. The food items are chips, chocolate, pasta, pizza, chow mein, fries, burger and cake. Not necessarily in the same order. Yeah, they're all seated in a linear fashion with 4 of them facing south and other 4 facing north. We have to do the arrangement. So 8 persons, arrange them in a straight line, find out which person carried which food item and what is the direction the person is facing. Is he facing north or south? Okay, so it's not a simple one. It is actually a complex linear arrangement. I'll leave you with this for about 5 to 10 minutes. Your clock starts now. Okay, I see some comments that it's buffering a lot. Is it really? And I don't see anybody else got the answer so far. Alright, I think the time is up. Only Karthikeyan has got the answer. Now, before we start discussing this one, I would like to hear from all others as to where are they stuck, right? Only Karthikeyan has got the answer. Everybody else is stuck. So why did you acknowledge that you're not able to crack it so that I can start solving it now? Because this is not be taking so much of time. I know it's a complex one, but it's more than 10 minutes already, right? So can you quickly confirm your status? Gaurav Sharma says it's not very difficult, but on the other hand, immediately Anmol Rai says it's quite difficult. So mixed response here. Radhesham is not able to get it. Ramalakshmi says 1 more minute. Lakshman says he skipped it. Neeraj says it's confusing. Abhishek says I'll skip it in the exam. See, in the exam, obviously you'll have to skip it. That's the best solution, right? Don't solve such questions in the exam. But practice is important. You should be trying hard to crack this even when you're practicing so that you get such ideas in the exam, right? So let's take it up. I think enough time has been given. Let's discuss this now. Okay, so here we go. Well, I don't really have enough space here, but let me try out. So here's the question. This was posted by Ankit Kapoor. It says 8 friends A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H went to a party and have different food items. Chips, chocolate, pasta, pizza, chow mein, fries, burger and cake. Not necessarily in the same order. They are seated in a linear fashion with 4 of them facing south and the other 4 facing north. The arrangement is based on the following rules. So as usual, some rules have been given to us, but the basic context is that there are 8 friends and they have got 8 different food items, right? And 4 of them are facing south and the other 4 are facing north. So basically we have to arrange the 8 friends in a straight line, right? So there are 8 positions like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so we have to arrange these 8 persons in the straight line. We also have to find out which friend has carried which food item, right? Because he says they have carried different food items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different food items have been given to us. The challenge here is some of them are facing south and the others are facing north. Now it's important for you to know what happens when a person is facing north and when he's facing south, right? When a person is facing north, the left of that person should be taken towards our left and the right has to be taken towards our right. Right? However, when the person is facing south, what happens? The left of the person will be taken towards our right and right of the person should be taken towards our left. That's a very, very important point or concept that you need to know before you start solving this question, right? Left is on the left, right is on the right when a person is facing north, and it is opposite when the person is facing south. Okay, so keeping this in mind, let's start solving it, right? Let me just clear up whatever I've put on the screen so far so that I have sufficient space to try this. Okay, so 8 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another point that you need to know is when you are solving a linear arrangement, you cannot start from wherever you want. You should know the definite position of the person. Only then you can start working on it. Otherwise, it's difficult. Yeah, like I should know who's exactly in the second position to fill this place, who's exactly in the fourth position to fill this place. A circular arrangement can be started wherever you want, right? Linear arrangement is the one where you get to be a little careful. Now look at the first clue. The one who had burger and D are at two ends of the line. They face opposite directions. So he's talking about a person who's having burger and the other person is D. They are at two ends of the line. Now there are only two ends always. So it's easy. If burger is here, D will come at this point. If D is here, then the burger will come at this point. So there are two possible cases. Let's take both of them, right? So in the first case, let's say D is in this position and burger then comes here. I'll write the food item at the bottom of the line and person on top of the line so that it looks neat and there's no confusion. That's one possibility. What's the other possibility? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positions. Let's say burger comes here and D comes here, right? They're at two ends of the line. Burger and D are at two ends of the line. They face the opposite directions. Now they face the opposite directions actually will result in two more cases. See, it is possible that D here is facing north or D is facing south. If D is facing north, the guy who has burger is facing south. If D is facing south, the guy who has burger is facing north. So the first case will result in two possibilities. The second case also will result in two possibilities. So overall, there will be 4 possibilities. But I am not interested in taking all the 4 of them immediately, right? I mean, if you want, you can try. Duplicate the first case, take north here and south in the second one. Duplicate the second case also. In one case, you take D as north. In the other case, you can take D as south. But I would like to, try out a few more clues before we go for the other 2 possibilities, right? So this point is pending basically. They face opposite directions is pending. Let's move to the next clue. There is a gap of 3 people between the one who had chocolate and the one who had pasta. Now this cannot be applied immediately, right? I mean, there is a gap of 3 people between the one who had chocolate and pasta, cannot be applied immediately. But then what we can do is, we can say, we can represent it pictorially. Like for example, it would be like this: chocolate dash 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 pasta, or it can also be pasta dash 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 chocolate. Remember, he has not mentioned which comes first. All we know is there is a gap of 3 people between chocolate and pasta. So chocolate versus pasta, pasta versus chocolate, 3 people in between, right? That's a understanding. Now we'll try to fit this in the linear arrangement wherever possible. Next point: F had cake and is fourth to the right of D. Neighbors of F face the same direction. Now this is important. Why is this important? Because it connects with D, who's already marked in the arrangement, right? So this clue is very, very important. He says F had cake, fine, and is fourth to the right of D. And is fourth to the right of D. Now try and understand. For the first case where D is seated here, F cannot come on the left hand side of D. F has to come only on the right hand side. F cannot come on left hand side. F has to come on the right hand side, right? And F is fourth to the right of D. See, right of D is on the right hand side, implies D is facing north. Now I can fix D's direction. And F is fourth to the right of D, right? So first, second, third, fourth. F comes here. And by the way, if D is facing north, this person should be facing south. Because initially we knew, right, they are facing opposite directions. So if D is facing north, this person should be facing south. Why did we conclude that D is facing north? Because he says F had cake and he's fourth to the right of D. So F has to be on the right of D. The only way is F can come on this side. And if F is coming on the right hand side of D, which is our right, then D is facing north. Similarly, if you look at the second case, F should be 4 to the right of D. Can F go on the right hand side? No, F has to come on the left hand side. First, second, third, fourth. Understand, right of D is taken towards the left hand side, which means D is facing south. If D is facing south, the person who had burger is facing north. This clarity has to be there. You're getting it? F is 4 to the right of D. So 4 to the right of D. If right is coming towards the left hand side, D is facing north. If right is coming towards the right hand side, then D is facing, if right is coming towards the left hand side, D is facing south. If right is coming towards the right hand side, then D is facing north. And now the 4 cases that we thought of initially are ruled out. Earlier I said, right, they face opposite directions will result in 2 more cases. But that's ruled out now. Because for this position to take place, D should be facing north. For this thing to happen, D should be facing south. That's the only choice. We cannot say D is here and facing north. Because if D is in this position and if he's facing north, F will be on this side, which is not possible. Similarly, if D is in this position and facing south, F should be coming on this side, which again is not possible. So there are only 2 possibilities as of now. There are only two possibilities as of now. Okay, and also let's mark the point that f had cake. F had cake. So this is cake. F had cake, right? And there is a gap of 3%, still continues, right, between chocolate and pasta. Next, the one who had chips is a neighbor of both C and the one who had burger. Important again. Why is it important? Because it talks about burger, which is already placed in the arrangement. What does it say? The one who had chips is a neighbor of both C and the one who had burger. Chips is a neighbor of both C and burger. How is it possible that one person is a neighbor of two persons? Only when that person is in the middle of those two persons. For chips to be neighbor of C and burger, chips should be between C and burger. Chips has to be between C and burger. Now burger is already placed here. So chips has to be between C and burger. So C comes here and chips comes here. See, chips is a neighbor of the one who had burger and neighbor of C. Similarly, in the second case, burger is here. So chips has to come here. And then C comes here because chips is a neighbor of both C and burger. Chips is a neighbor of both C and the one who had burger. So chips comes between C and the one who had burger. So this point is also done. Right? Next, B is second to the left of the one who had chocolate. Now I don't know where is chocolate. Chocolate has not been marked in the arrangement. But chocolate is there in this pictorial representation. See, we had noted that this will be fixed somewhere in the arrangements, right? This will be fixed somewhere in the arrangement. So let's fix B with respect to this, right? B is second to the left of the one who had chocolate. B is second to the left of the one who had chocolate. But again, there will be multiple possibilities. It depends on whether chocolate guy is facing south or north. If chocolate guy is facing north, B will come on this side. If chocolate guy is facing south, B will come on this side. Similarly, here if the chocolate guy is facing north, B comes on this side. If he's facing south, B comes on this side. So I think let's keep it on hold. We'll look for more clues. No point in connecting here. It will give 4 possibilities. B did not have burger. Fine. B cannot come at the extreme end. H and G are neighbors and they face the same direction. H and G are neighbors and face same direction. Can't be done anything. But all I know is H and G will come together. It can be HG or GH. Both of them have to be together. G neither had chocolate nor chips. G neither had chocolate nor chips. Fine. The one who had fries is second to the right of the one who had chow mein. The one who had fries is second to the right of the one who had chow mein. Can't be done anything about it. The one who had pizza is second to the left of G. The one who had pizza is second to the left of G. Okay. E faces south and did not have burger. Okay. F and H face the same direction. F and H face the same direction. So I think one round of reading is done. We have not been able to fix too many things, but yeah, only F, C, burger, chips and D have been fixed. Now we have to read in between the lines or try out the possibilities, right? So what do we do? I think let's take this point itself. No, chocolate, pasta. We know that between chocolate and pasta there should be a gap of 3 persons. So try to fix this in the first arrangement. If chocolate comes here, it should be dash 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 pasta. Not possible. If chocolate comes here, it should be dash 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 pasta. Possible. And I think that's the only possibility. Chocolate and pasta will take these 2 positions. Yes or no? Or it could be pasta dash 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 chocolate. Understand? Either it's chocolate dash 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 pasta here or pasta here dash 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 chocolate here. Right? That's the only way out. Anything else that we know about C which can eliminate the case? Anything else that is given with respect to C? Because C is one of the positions involved here. No. Okay, if you try the same thing in second case, what happens? Chocolate dash 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 pasta. Chocolate comes here dash 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 pasta. Or pasta dash 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 chocolate. It cannot be taken anywhere else, right? For example, if chocolate comes here, 1, 2, 3, pasta goes out. If chocolate comes here, 1, 2, 3, pasta goes out. Yeah. Chocolate comes here, 1, 2, 3, pasta cannot come here. So I think in both the cases there is only one way out. One as in there are 2 possibilities. Chocolate and pasta can exchange their positions. So what I'll do is I think I'll make a note of it, right? Let's say this is chocolate versus pasta. Chocolate or pasta here or pasta versus chocolate here. Similarly, chocolate, pasta, dash, 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 pasta, chocolate. P and C here represents chocolate versus pasta. If chocolate is here, then pasta comes here. If pasta is here, then chocolate comes here. Similarly, if chocolate is here, pasta comes here. If pasta comes here, then chocolate comes here. And some other clue will help us. Some other clue will probably help us. Yeah. So I think this has been done. Let's try the other point now. Understand, C denotes chocolate and P denotes pasta. What else is given to us? Okay, try this one now. B is second to the left of the one who had chocolate. B is second to the left of the one who had chocolate. It will give multiple possibilities. Suppose chocolate is considered here. Now we do not know the position of chocolate. I mean, we do not know whether chocolate guy is facing north or south. So second to the left of that position can be either sides, this side or this side. B can come here or here. And if this is chocolate, B can come here or here. Okay, hold. We know that B did not have burger. I think this clue helps us in something. I think the only position where B can come is this one. Similarly, in the second case, B cannot come here. B has to come here. Yeah, I think B's position can be fixed in both the arrangements. Try and understand. What do we know? We know that B did not have burger. This is an important clue. B did not have burger. And the other thing that we know is B second to the left of the one who had chocolate. Now, there are two possible positions for chocolate. Chocolate either comes here or here. Now, if you take this as chocolate, B second to the left of the one who had chocolate. So, understand, if this is chocolate, where can B come? B can come in this position. B cannot come on this side. But then how do we know this is chocolate? Not possible. I mean, not guaranteed. Chocolate can be this also. But then if you consider this to be chocolate, where can B come? B can either come here or here. But then we also know that B did not have burger. So B cannot come here. So irrespective of whether chocolate comes here or here, B has to come in this position only. So I can fix that B is here. I still do not know where chocolate comes, but I am sure that B sits in this position. Are you able to follow? Similarly, if you take the second case also, chocolate can be this or this. If you consider this to be chocolate, where can B come? Either B can come here or B can come here, because B is second to the left of chocolate. See, left can be taken on left side or right side, depending on what is chocolate facing, north or south. But can B come here? No, because B is not the one who has burger. This is fixed for burger. So B has to come here, according to chocolate being in this position. But if you take chocolate in this position, where should B come? Can B come on this side? No. Even according to that, B has to come here. So even with respect to second case, the only place where B can come is this. Still, the position of chocolate is not fixed. Where chocolate comes is not fixed, but where B comes is definitely fixed. So position of B is also fixed. You're getting it? So these kind of clues are important. You're able to follow? B comes here. I'll just rewrite that, right? B comes here. Chocolate will be one of those. Now, once that is done, let's try to do the other thing now. We know that H and G are also consecutive, but there are two consecutive positions here. There are two consecutive positions here. Same way in second case also. So I think if you look at the points, we have used this point, we have used this point. We have also used this point. Neighbors of F face the same direction has not been used, but otherwise we have considered that F had cake and is 4 to the right of D. There is a gap of 3 people between chocolate and the one who had pasta has been used, right? This point has been used. This also has been used. Okay. Now G neither had chocolate nor chips. G neither had chocolate nor chips. Okay. The one who had fries is second to the right of the one who had chow mein. The one who had fries is second to the right of the one who had chow mein. See, the confusion here is, the challenge here is, when you say second to the right, we are not sure what is right. Right could be on the right hand side or left hand side, depending on whether the person is facing north or south. So that is the reason it is taking so much of time. If this confusion is not there, if all the persons are facing south or all the persons are facing north, this would be a very simple arrangement. But because of confusion between a person facing north or south, we have to be careful. Okay. So let's see what else can be done. Like H and G are neighbors, we know, but two consecutive positions available here and here. Similarly here and here. So not very sure. One who had fries is second to the right of the one who had chow mein. Fries is second to the right of the one who had chow mein. Yeah, the only possibility I can think of is this one. See, fries is second to the right of the one, who had chow mein. So chow mein and fries will have one person in between them. This is chow mein and this is fries. So you see, fries is second to the right of chow mein. Or fries comes like this and chow mein comes here. Fries is second to the right of chow mein. So if chow mein is facing north, fries comes here. If chow mein is facing south, then fries comes here. But eventually the point is chow mein and fries will have only a gap of 1 between them. Right or not? Fries is second to the right of chow mein means chow mein and fries will have a gap of 1 between them. Now if I try to consider this point here, what happens? Chow mein can come here, fries can come here. That's the only possibility. Or vice versa. It cannot come elsewhere. I cannot take chow mein or fries for B. Because in that case, the other item has to come in alternate positions, both of which are blocked. So I can also fix this now. Chow mein, fries, and fries, chow mein. Similarly, in the second case, chow mein or fries cannot come for B because the alternating place is not available, right? So if this is chow mein, this would be fries, or if this is fries, this would be chow mein. Of course, like pasta and chocolate, chow mein and fries also is not fully fixed here, but we know what are the positions that they would take up, right? Now the advantage of this is only one place is left out in terms of food items, and that can be fixed now. See, we have already fixed chips. We have fixed chocolate. I mean, it's not definitely fixed. Chocolate will either come here or here, but at least positions are blocked for chocolate and pasta. Similarly, pizza is not fixed. Chow mein and fries are blocked. Chow mein fries, and burger is also blocked. Cake is also blocked. So only item left out is pizza, and I can now fix that B has pizza. B is the one who has pizza. Here also B is the one who has pizza. Now based on this, a lot of other things can be fixed. You see, next point says the one who had pizza is second to the left of G. The one who had pizza is second to the left of G. Now B is the one who had pizza. He is second to the left of G. So G should either come here, which is not possible because this is blocked for C. So G has to come here. You're getting it? The one who had pizza is second to the left of G. So second to the left of G mean what? Between B and G there will be a gap of one person. So either G comes here, not possible because C is seated, or G has to come here. Similarly here, since B had pizza and B is second to the left of G, G should either come here or here. But this is blocked by C, so G has to come here. And if G is coming here, you see, we know that H and G are also all neighboring persons. So if G is here, H has to come here. And H has to come here. Right? So two more positions have been fixed. H and G have been fixed. Right? Now understand, the one who had pizza is second to the left. Achha, moreover, we know that G neither had chocolate nor chips. Consider this point. It will probably help us eliminate something. G neither had chocolate nor chips. According to the first case, G is being blocked for Achha, it can be... Yeah. So try and understand, G neither had chocolate nor chips. G did not have chocolate. So this position cannot be for chocolate. This position has to be for pasta. And if this position is for pasta, this position has to be for chocolates. In the second case also, G did not have chocolate, he says. G did not have chocolate. So G had pasta. And if G had pasta, C had chips or chocolate. So that confusion is also clear. G had, what is P? P is pasta only, right? Yeah. Pasta. And C had chocolates. Similarly here also G had pasta. I know it's looking a little clumsy, but C had chocolate, right? That is fixed because G did not have chocolate is very clearly given to us. So this point is also done. The one who had fries is second to right of chow mein has not been fixed yet. The one who had pizza, now look at this point. The one who had pizza is second to the left of G. Second to the left of G. This is left of G. Who had pizza? B. B is left of G. If left is coming on the right hand side, meaning G is facing south. Yes or no? If left is coming on the right hand side, G is facing south. In this case, the one who had pizza is second to the left of G. See, left of G is on the left side only. Who had pizza? B had pizza. We know that the one who had pizza is second to the left of G. So B is on the left of G, which is actually the left, which means G is facing north here. So this is how you decide the positions there. This is how you decide the positions. I mean north or south. Okay. Now E faces south and did not have burger. E faces south and did not have burger. This point will help us fix E. E did not have burger. E did not have burger. E cannot come here. E has to come here. Similarly, E did not have burger. E has to come here. And E faces south very clearly. So E faces south. E faces south. Now only person left out is A. Right? B, C, D, E, F, G, H have been marked. A is left out. So A has to take the other position. Now with respect to items, with respect to persons, everything is fixed. With respect to items, only fries and chow mein is a confusion. That also we will see if we can close. And of course, directions have to be completed. Now F and H face the same direction. F and H face the same direction. I do not know directions of F and H yet. Okay. So go to the other point now. They face the opposite directions. Yeah, end persons face opposite directions. That is fixed already. So this point is fully used. Gap of 3% between chocolate and pasta used. F had cake and is 4 to left of D. Neighbors of F face the same direction. Neighbors of F face the same direction. So neighbors of F face the same direction means what? Either both B and C face north or both B and C face south. Yeah. H and G are neighbors and they also face the same direction. H and G are neighbors. Okay, this point is useful. H and G are neighbors and they face the same direction. I know the direction of G. G is facing south, so H also has to face south. G is facing north, H also has to face north. H and G are neighbors, they face the same direction. Now if you observe, in the first arrangement we have already got 3 persons facing south. And sorry, we have already got 4 persons facing south. So obviously remaining persons have to face north. One, two, 4 persons facing south, yeah. And in the second case, we have got 3 persons facing north, 2 persons facing south. Yeah, so I think we will to close the directions also now. Go back. We know that neighbors of F face the same direction. Neighbors of F has to face the same direction. Now tell me, can both B and C face south? No, because if both B and C face south, there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persons facing south. I know that only 4 of them are facing south. So B and C cannot face south. B and C have to face north. In fact, F also has to face north because we have already got 1, 2, 3 and 4 persons facing south. So all the other persons have to face north. In the second case, what happens? Can both B and C face north? Both B and C cannot face north because we have already got 3 persons facing north here. Right? If B and C also face north, there will be total 5 persons facing north. So B and C have to face south. So if B and C face south, E, C, B and D are facing south. H, G, A are facing north. So F also has to face north. Now we'll have to find out which of these two is right. Right? I think the last point will help us. Look at this last point. F and H face the same direction. He says F and H have to face the same direction. If I look at case 1, F is facing north, H is facing south. Is it following the last point? Last rule? No. F and H has to face same direction. So first one is wrong. Look at second one. F and H have to face same direction. Yes. Both F and H are facing south, north. So last point is also satisfied. So I think we have got the final arrangement, which is this case 2. Let me just take that in green. This is the final arrangement. Of course, one thing which is still pending is the confusion between this one, fries and chow mein. Let me see if that can also be cleared. But anyway, the positions are all fixed. A, E, C, F, B, H, G, D. A, F, H and G are facing north. E, C, B and D are facing south. With respect to items, burger, chips, chocolate, cake, pizza and pasta are fixed. Only fries and chow mein are left out. Let me just write it clearly so that you're not confused. This is chocolate. C is chocolate and G is pasta. Right? C is chocolate. Let me note that here. C is chocolate and G is pasta. Let's see if anything is written about chow mein and fries. What else is given about chow mein and fries? The one who has fries is second to the right of the one. Okay, this point will help us, right? The one who has fries is second to the right of chow mein. See, the one who has fries is second to the right of chow mein. If I take, let's say H is having chow mein, H is facing north, right? So fries has to come here, second to the right. But if I say D is having chow mein, D is facing north, I think both are correct. The one who had fries is second to the right of the one who had chow mein. So if I take chow mein for H, since H is facing north, chow mein is facing north. Second to the right will be this, D will be fries. So chow mein for H and fries for D is correct. Likewise, if I take chow mein for D, since D is facing south, chow mein is facing south. And right of chow mein will be this side. Second to the right of Chow mein, fries for H also is correct. So I think we will not be able to decide between chow mein and fries. Right? Both chow mein and fries are not fixed properly. I mean, you cannot fix it properly because both are possible. Chow mein can go for H, fries can come for D, or chow mein can go for D and fries can come for H. Anyway, that's the final arrangement, right? Any clue that can help us eliminate the other void? Nothing else is given with respect to fries or chow mein. No. So I think that's the final arrangement. Yeah, this looks like the final one. I'm just looking at eliminating the chow mein versus fries confusion. Let me just see if there is any point that can help us. No, the only point given with respect to fries and chow mein is that fries is second to the right of chow mein. And if fries is second to the right of chow mein, both are possible. Chow mein can come for H. Since H is facing north, fries can come for D. Or chow mein can come for D. Since D is facing south, fries can come for H because fries is second to the right of chow mein. Yeah, I think that's the final arrangement. We do not get the final position of chow mein versus fries, but otherwise everything else is fixed. Now, one point before we move to the next question is that do not go by the length of the explanation, right? And if I have spent 15 minutes solving it here, does not mean that it actually takes 15 minutes. Why? Because I was not solving it, I was explaining it to you, right? When I have to do it myself, there's a lot of things that I can avoid writing on paper, or I can just think visually and try to eliminate the possibilities, right? Of course, when you speak out, it takes time, right? So don't assume that this will take 15 minutes. It doesn't really take 15 minutes. It can be solved in about 7 to 8 minutes in my view. And then, or maybe even lesser, you never know. But then I would still strongly recommend that you should not try out such questions in the exam. The best way to solve a complex linear arrangement is not to solve it. Skip it in the exam, solve the other questions first, and then come back if time permits. I know some of you will have this question in your mind that, usually we get 3 or 4 such puzzles in the exam, which means 15 to 20 questions. If there are 15 to 20 questions on puzzles itself, how can we skip all of these? I don't mean to say that you have to skip it for good. No. Try the remaining questions first, solve the remaining questions first, and then come back if time allows you, right? So that's the crux here. Okay, now let me see if there is any confusion. Mamta says burger and D face opposite direction, so D faces south. Yeah, that's what we have done, right? Burger and D face opposite direction. Since burger is facing north, D is facing south. What is the confusion? Muthu says C may be the person who have burger also na. C is the person who has burger also na. Now for me to explain this, I'll have to do the whole thing again. Why did we not give burger to C? No, he very clearly mentioned no, burger is at one of the ends. No? So C cannot be the person who's having burger. Grishma says chips is between burger and C. That's what is said in the question. Chips is between burger and C. Okay, Muthu's confusion I've understood. He says, how can we say that C is not the one who's having burger? No, Muthu, the point made in the question is that the one who had chips is a neighbor of both C and the one who had burger. See, when he says C and the one who had burger, he's a neighbor of C and the one who had burger. I know you can say that C is the one who's having burger, so he's a neighbor of C and the same person is having a burger, so it can be that way. But then going by the grammar there, English, I mean, if you use the concepts of language there, both C and the one who had burger, right? The word both there is important. He is a neighbor of both C and the one who had burger, which means C and the one who had burger are two different persons. You cannot say C and the burger having person are the same. You understand? Both C and the one who had burger, these are two different persons according to the statement there. Hence, we cannot conclude that C is the one who has had burger, right? Clear? And moreover, very clearly he is given that burger is at the extreme end, right? So C cannot be taking burger there. Clear? So should I go for the next one? Any more confusion? Can we move to the next one? Yeah, chow mein and fries can't be fixed. Divyashree has marked that D has fries and H has chow mein, but I'm not sure how do you get that, Divya, because both are possible. Gaurav Sharma had asked actually how to set fries and chow mein. Chow mein and fries cannot be set. Should we take up the next one now? Okay, many of you have confirmed this, so let's take up the next question now. Yeah, there are more on arrangements, but let's start with some. I mean, let's take up something in aptitude, and then we'll jump back. The next question is on your screens now. This was posted by Anubrat. It's on time and work, or pipes and systems to be precise. A system has 3 pipes A, B, and C. A and B can fill it in 3 and 4 hours respectively. C can empty it in 1 hour. If the pipes are opened at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. respectively on the same day, the system will empty at. So that's an interesting one and should not be very difficult. You have 1 minute to crack this. The clock is ticking. Got it? Option A, 7:12 p.m. is what Lakshman has got, but Anmol Rai says it should be D, 7:18. Shubham Gupta thinks it should be B, 7:15. Karthikeyan has also got B. So only 3 of you have responded so far, and all 3 of you have got different answers: 7:12, 7:15, 7:18. Let me wait for a few more seconds before I take this up. Bhargav has got B, 7:15, and so has Tirumala Babu and Grishma. Okay, let me solve this now. Here we go. A cistern has 3 pipes A, B and C. A and B can fill it in 3 hours and 4 hours respectively, and C can empty it in 1 hour. If the pipes are opened at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. respectively on the same day, the cistern will empty at. So interesting one. We have solved such questions in the past and also in our videos on time and work and pipes and cisterns. You can just follow the regular concept and solve this question, right? So 3 pipes A, B and C. A and B can fill it in 3 hours and 4 hours respectively, right? While C can empty it, right? C can empty it in 1 hour. If the pipes are opened at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. respectively on the same day, then the cistern will empty at. Now understand that all the 3 pipes are being opened at 3 different points, 3 p.m., 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. respectively. And our job here is to empty the cistern, which implies A and B are doing negative work. A is doing negative work, B is doing negative work, only C is doing positive work. Because A and B are filling it, right? I want to empty, A and B are doing negative work. They are filling it. Only C is emptying it. So C is doing positive work. Right? That's one point you can keep in mind. Now if you observe, see there are 3 points here. On the timeline, there are 3 points here. It starts with 3 p.m., right? 3 p.m. Then after 1 hour, 4 p.m. Then 5 p.m. And then where does it stop is the question, right? Where does it stop? The whole process started at 3 p.m. So 3 p.m. only A was open. 4 p.m. B was also open, which means, yeah, B is working. And at 5 p.m. C was open. Okay. At what point will it stop? When will it stop? When the cistern is empty, because we want the cistern to be emptied fully. Okay. Now, let's see how does it work. If you observe in this window of 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. only A is working, right? In the window of 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. A and B both are working, right? A and B are working. And from 5 p.m. onwards till the end, A, B and C, all 3 of them work. You getting it? From 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. only A was working. Only A was open. B and C were closed. From 4 to 5, B was also open. So A and B, 2 of them were working. And from 5 p.m. onwards, all 3 of them are working together. Understand, A can fill the tank in 3 hours. So what is the capacity of A? 1 by 3. So 1/3 of the work is done. B can fill the tank in 1 hour. So see, basically A can fill the tank in 3 hours means what? In 1 hour it can do 1/3 of the work. So in this 1 hour, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. A has done 1/3. From 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. A will do 1/3, B will do 1/4. Why? B can fill it in 4 hours. So in 1 hour it will do 1/4 of the work. So 1/3 has been done by A, 1/4 has been done by B. And from 5 p.m. onwards, it could be 6, up to 6, up to 7, up to 8, up to 10, whatever. A, B and C, all 3 of them work. And they are working at what rates? 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and 1. Understand, C can empty it in 1 hour. So C's capacity is 1. C can do the whole job in 1 hour. C's capacity is 1. The tricky part here is these are negative works. You have to keep that in mind. And what C is doing is positive. I mean, if you are getting confused with the sign there, that's probably because you are taking A and B as plus and C as minus. But remember, C is actually plus. C is doing positive work. So this is +1 because C is doing the right thing, right? C is emptying the tank. So first of all, we will find out that till 5 p.m. from this window of 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. how much of the work has been done? What part of work is done? That has to be found. How can we do that? Simple. -1 by 3 has been done by A in the first hour. Then -1 by 3 has been done by A in the second hour. And -1 by 4 has been done by B in the second hour. Or in B's first hour. So total is how much? 12 is the LCM. Right? So this goes -4, -4 and -3. So actually -11 by 12 has been done. In these 2 hours, -11 by 12 has been done. Yes or no? -11 by 12 has been done. That's one point. What is our job? Job is always 1 unit. Remember, work always is total 1 unit. Work is always 1 unit. We have to do 1 unit of work. A and B so far has done -11 by 12. So what more has to be completed? You understand? We are supposed to do +1 unit. They have done -11 by 12. So in this duration till the end, how much should be done? We should do +11 by 12 so that this gets cancelled and then +1. You're able to follow. How much should be done in this one? We have to do 11 by 12 so that this -11 by 12 and +11 by 12 gets cancelled. And then we have to do +1 also. That only makes the total work as 1 unit, right? Total work is how much? 1 unit. So minus 11 by 12 plus 11 by 12. These two get cancelled and we are left with 1. That's the work that we need to do. Now, who is going to do this 11 by 12 plus 1? A, B and C together. Understand, if A, B and C together they work, what is their capacity? 1 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4 plus 1. Simplify this. 12 is LCM. Minus 4 minus 3 plus 12. So that's like 12 minus 7, 5 by 12. In 1 hour, A, B and C when they work together, in 1 hour, they can do 5 by 12 plus 5 by 12. In 1 hour, they can do plus 5 by 12. How much they have to do? They have to do total 23 by 12. You understand? Total work to be done is 23 by 12. One second, just hold on. In 1 hour they are doing 5 by 12. So when will they finish it? Let's look at it a little differently, I think. Let me just clear this up. See, try and understand what is happening here. One minus of minus 11 by 12, right? That is actually 23 by 12. 23 by 12 has to be done. Why? Okay, just a second, hold on. In 1 hour, if they do 5 by 12, we can say in 2 hours they're going to do 10 by 12. Oh, I think, yeah, hold on. The total work to be done in this window is 11 by 12. It's not 11 by 12 plus 1 because, see, minus 11 by 12 means what? The tank is already full up to 11 by 12. I have to empty that. So I have to do only 11 by 12. Don't add plus 1. I think I was wrong when I said you have to do plus 1 also. Right? This is minus 11 by 12 has been done in this window. So how much time will it take for you to do 11 by 12? So minus 11 by 12 plus 11 by 12 gets cancelled. See, we want the tank to be empty. Means it should be 0. You understand? They have already filled up to 11 by 12 value. Up to 11 by 12 level. We have to remove that much. We have to remove that much. Only removal is required, right? It's not filling again. So minus 11 by 12 has to, in this window we have to do plus 11 by 12. So if they can do 5 by 12 in 1 hour, in 2 hours they will do 10 by 12. So out of 11 by 12, 10 by 12 is done. So what is remaining? 1 by 12 is remaining. Yes or no? This is the remaining work. You understand? 11 by 12 was supposed to be done. From the total capacity, we have found that in 1 hour they can do 5 by 12. So obviously in 2 hours they'll do 10 by 12. So this much is done. Remaining is 11 by 12. Now if it takes 1 hour for them to do 5 by 12, if it takes 1 hour for them to do 5 by 12, how much time will it take for them to do 1 by 12? How much time will it take? Cross multiply. So we will get, I think, 1 hour by 5. You understand? 1 hour is like 60 minutes, right? It is like 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, these 3 pipes together can do 5 by 12. So in how much time will they do? 1 by 12. So it will be 60 by 5, which is equal to 12 minutes. Yeah. So what's the total time required to do 11 by 12? The total time required to do 11 by 12 is these 2 hours plus these 12 minutes. So they were at 5 p.m. What we need here is 2 hours and 12 minutes. So this will be equal to what? 5 hours plus 2 hours is 7 hours and 12 minutes. So 7:12 p.m. will be the final answer. Option A is going to be the final answer. Again, please do not go by the length of the explanation and the amount of work or writing that I've done on paper. There was some confusion I had. I said it should be plus 11 by 12 plus 1, but then you just have to cancel it out, right? See, A and B together have done minus 11 by 12 in some time means what? They have filled the tank up to 11 by 12th of the level. We have to empty that. So I should just cancel that out. So for cancelling that out, I need 2 hours plus 12 minutes. So till 5 p.m. some work happened, minus 11 by 12. To negate that, I need to spend 2 hours and 12 minutes. So 5 p.m. plus 2 hours and 12 minutes will make it 7 hours and 12 minutes. I mean 7 p.m., 7:12 p.m. Okay. And yes, cut down the number of steps. All that, time length and stuff is not required. Okay. The more you write on paper, the more time it takes as usual. Yeah. So just follow that. I think we have solved such questions. The only thing is the tank has to be emptied here. So be careful about that. Clear? Okay. We have Gaurav Sharma here who says, can you please explain it by LCM method? See, LCM method is also similar, right? There what happens is instead of dealing with fractions, you have to take a multiple of 3, 4 and 1. Let's say 12. 3 and 4 and 12, multiple is 12. 3, 4 and 1, multiple can be taken as 12, right? Least common multiple or any multiple. So 12 units of work has to be done, right? And then based on that, find out. See, here what are we saying? In the first hour, A did 1/3 of the work or minus 1/3 of the work, right? A can do 3 units. A can do the total work in 3 hours, right? So how much of the work can be done in 1 hour? It is the same thing. It's just that you have to, if you don't want to deal with fractions, you go by LCM method. And that also has been explained in one of the earlier examples. I mean, we have done many questions in the past where we have solved using the LCM method. So apply the same thing. See, the only difference here is that you have to be careful that pipes are getting opened at different points in time. So consider only one pipe at a particular point in time and accordingly find out how much of the work is getting over in each window. And finally, for the remaining work to be done, how much time is required. That's about it. Yeah? You understand how does LCM method work? 3 and 4 and 1. 3 hours, 4 hours and 1 hour, right? Total work, let's say, is 12. 12 parts has to be done. A can do the work in 3 hours. That means in 1 hour it can do 4 units. B can do the work in 4 hours. In 1 hour it can do 3 units. So that way you try to cancel out, right? So in the first hour A will do 4 units. In fact, minus 4 units since it is doing negative work. In the second hour B will do minus 3 units and A will do minus 4 units. Let me just share the screen. I don't prescribe this, but since you have asked, let me use a different color to explain this. Right? If you want to go by LCM, take the LCM of 3, 4 and 1. Say 12. 12 units has to be done. Now, A's capacity is how much? A's capacity is 3 hours. Which means per hour how much it will do? 12 units is to be done. If it takes 3 hours, in 1 hour it will do 4 units. 4 units per hour. Similarly, what is B's capacity? B's capacity is 4 hours. I mean, B can do the work in 4 hours. So how many units per hour? 3 units per hour. What is C's capacity? 1 hour itself. C will do whatever work required in 1 hour, 12 hours. So C can do 12 units per hour. So instead of taking minus 1 by 3, what will I say? A has worked for 1 hour. A can do how much? 4 units. So this will become 4. But A is doing negative work, right? So I can say minus 4 units. Here A has done minus 4, B has done minus 3. See, now 4 units per hour, 3 units per hour, 12. So what is the advantage? You don't have to deal with fractions. You can deal with integers. Minus 4 has been done. In the second hour, minus 4 and minus 3 has been done. Now if all 3 of them work together, at what rate will they work? Minus 3 minus 4 plus 12. Minus 3 minus 4 plus 12. Which is how much? Plus 5. Overall it is plus 5. Same thing. You just have to deal with that. So by the time they reached in this window, I mean by the time they arrived at 5 p.m., Total how much was done? Minus 4, minus 4, minus 3. Minus 11 was done. Here minus 11 was done. Right? We have to do plus 11 here. In this window we have to do plus 11 because they can do 5 units. I mean they can do 5 units per hour. How much time will they take to do plus 11? So that minus 7 and plus 7 gets cancelled. So in 1 hour they can do 5 units. Obviously if you multiply both sides by 2, we will get in 2 hours they'll finish 10 units. But how much they have to finish? They have to finish 11 units. If they're taking 1 hour for 5 units, for 1 unit they'll take 12 minutes. 1 hour is nothing but 60 minutes, right? For 5 units they're taking 60 minutes. So for 1 unit they'll take 12 minutes. So for doing 1 more unit they'll take 12 minutes. So what's the total time required? They have to do 10 plus 1, 11 units. For that they need 2 hours and 12 minutes. Sorry, this is minutes, not hours. For total 10 plus 1, 11 units, they need 2 hours and 12 minutes. That's it. So from 5 p.m. you have to add 2 hours and 12 minutes. I hope all of you have understood this, or at least those who were seeking the LCM method have understood this. So what happens? You don't have to deal with fractions. You take a common multiple of all the denominators and convert that to integer values. The concept remains the same. There is no change in the concept. Yeah. Got it? Yeah. Grishma and Gaurav Sharma have already confirmed that they've got it. So I can move to the next one now. Should we take up the next question? So whether LCM or unitary method. See, what we do using fractions is called unitary method, where you deal with, I mean both are unitary method only, but here we deal with fractions, there you take LCM. Whichever is comfortable you can follow. Okay, Kaushik Dey has confirmed that we can take up the next one. Gaurav Sharma says, please explain. Gaurav, I'm sure you can follow it. All I would request you to do is, wait till this video gets uploaded tomorrow. Watch it again and you'll be able to follow it. Even after that, if you don't understand, post it in the chat box or post it in the discussion forum and we will take it up, right? Don't worry, it is the same. It's just that you have to take the common multiple of the denominator and work in the same process. I'm not sure, Gaurav, if you have actually gone through the whole time and work video. Have you gone through the concepts of time and work? Do you know about time and work fully well before we, discuss about this question? Gaurav, if you can confirm that you will watch it and then get back to us. In case you don't follow, I'll jump to the next one. Chalo, while Gaurav confirms, let me present the next one to you all. Here's the question. This was posted by Rajendra Sharma. This is also from Aptitude. Try it. Out of a class of 65 people, 8 people of average weight 61 kg leave, and immediately 3 people weighing 72, 77 and 69 kg join the class, thereby making the new average of the class 67 kg. What is the original average weight of the class of 65 people? 1 minute for this. Let's see how many of you get the right answer. Out of class of 65 people, 8 people of average weight 61 kg leave, and immediately 3 people weighing 72, 71 and 69 join the class, thereby making the new average of the class 67 kg. What is the original average? $66 kgs. Kaushik Dey is the only one who's got the answer, waiting for more responses. Little bit calculative is what Ramalakshmi has to say, but answers are not matching. Vinay Kumar has got 61.8, Ramalakshmi has got 79, Neeraj says it should be 62, Madhusha has got 80, Mamta has got 66. Why? Why is there so much of confusion? Let's wait for more responses. See, Sai Divya has got a new answer now, 71.5. Is it that complex? Not one, I mean, no two of you have got the same answer. If I see 66, 61.8, 79, 62, 80, 66 is the only one which has been marked by two people, Kaushik and Mamta. And then 71.5. I'm waiting for others to respond, right? Let's see what variety we have. 61.2. Vinay Kumar has got 61.2. Okay. Got it? 63, 66, 66. Okay, 61.8. So what do we do? This has turned out to be an interesting one. I thought we will quickly move to another question on arrangements from reasoning, but given the variety of answers that I've got from all of you, I want to know what all has been done to get this widespread of answers, right? So explain, somebody please explain. In fact, all of you try and explain what have you done. He says there are 65 people in a class, 8 people of average weight 61 kg leave, and immediately 3 people weighing 72, 77 and 69 join the class, thereby making the new average of the class 67 kg. What was the original average weight of the class of 65 people? That's the question. So what did you do to get all this random numbers here? 79.18 is a new entry. You see? So explain. Why did you explain? What have you done? I'll present the question again for those who have not completed yet and still trying it out. Gautam has changed the answer. Gautam says it should be 62.5. Okay, that's interesting. So explain. Somebody explain what has happened here. Quick, by doing equal distribution. Chandra Neeraj says he has an equal distribution. Kaushik Dey says 8 people of 61 left, so total left is 488. New joinees is 270, so the decrement is 270. Okay, explain. Others also explain. Let's see. I too followed equal distribution, somebody says. Okay, let's take this up now. Let's solve this. Here we go. The question here says, out of a class of 65 people, 8 people of average weight 61 kg leave, and immediately 3 people weighing 72 kg, 77 kg and 69 kg join the class, thereby making the new average of the class 67 kg. What is the original average weight of the class of 65 people? Right? So he says there are initially 65 people, 8 people whose average weight was 61 kg leave this group, and then 3 people weighing 72, 77 and 69 join this group. Thereby the new average becomes 67. Based on this, what was the original average weight of the class of 65 people? What is the original average of the 65 people is the question here. Let us assume the original average is equal to A. Now the new average is given as what? The new average of the class is 67 kg. Let's calculate, let's work on the new average. How do you get the new average? So the new average is new total divided by number of people, number of students, new number of students again, equals to 67, right? I mean, all the steps are not required. You can cut down a few steps. Let me just explain this to you. Now, how do you get the new total? See, what was the original total? Originally, there were 65 people. Their average is A. So, what is the original sum? 65 into A. Yes or no? The initial sum, original sum. Is equal to what? There were 65 people, each weighing A. So 65A. From this, what happened? You have to do some subtractions. What subtractions? 8 people of average weight 61 left. So what is the reduction? 8 into 61. 8 people of average weight 61 kgs left the group. So 65 into A minus 8 is 61. But then new people joined with what weights? 72, 77 and 69. This is the new sum. Initial sum was 65 into A, from which I am subtracting 8 into 61 because 8 people left and 3 new people joined. 72 into 1, 77 into 1, 69 into 1. Now this should be divided by the new total number of students, new number of students. See, initially there were 65 students, 8 students left the group and 3 new students joined the group. Yes or no? Initially there were 65 students, from which 8 people left and 3 new people joined. This should be equal to the new average 67. Simplify this, you will get the A, value of A. That's what he's asking us to find out, right? Original average. Original average A is equal to what is the question? Simplify, work on this equation, you'll get the answer. So let's solve this first, right? What happens? 65 minus 8 is 57. 57 plus 360. Yes or no? 65 minus 8, 57 plus 360. So this denominator here is 60. Now work on the numerator. Minus 8 into 61. So this will be like 488. Minus 488, right? Plus 72 plus 77 plus 69. So basically what do we get? 65 into A equals to, if you see 60 gets multiplied with 67. 60 into 67. Minus 488 goes to the other side, becomes plus 488. Plus 488 minus 72 minus 77 minus 69. Yes or no? Minus 72 minus 77 minus 69. Now actually simplify this part, right? Let's simplify this part, right? So 72 and 77, 149. 149 and 69 will be 218. Yes or no? 488 minus 218 is 270. This is 149. 149 plus 69, 218 minus 218. 488 minus 218. So 400 minus 200 is 288. 400 minus 200 is 200. 88 minus 18 is 70. So 270. This is 270 plus 270. So 65A equals to 60 into 67 plus 270. Now simplify. So finally A will be equal to what? See, I'm doing all this step-by-step process because some of you said it is very calculative. But if you are good in numbers and if you can do these calculations mentally, a lot of these steps can be avoided. So simplify. What happens? You want to divide it by 5, numerator and denominator. This is 5 into 12. This is 5 into 54 and this is 5 into 13. Yeah, 5 into 12, 5 into 54 and 5 into 13. Now do the calculation. So 12 into 67, 720 plus 14, 734, 734 plus 54. You're getting it? 12 into 67, 12 into 60 is 720, 12 into 7 is 84. So 720 plus 84, 804, sorry, 804, 804 plus 54, 858, 858 divided by 13. So 780 goes 60 times and then we have 78, which is 6 times, 66 kgs. That's the answer. So I'm of the view that yes, calculation is there, but not so complex that you get variety of answers, right? You gave me at least 10 different answers for this question. Answer is 66 kgs. 858 divided by 13. So that's 780. I am taking 858 as 780 plus 78. 780 goes 60 times, 78 goes 6 times. Split and merge, all about split and merge. So final answer is going to be 66 kgs. 66 kgs. What is so complex about it? 66 kgs is the answer. The original average A will be 66 kgs. Yeah. Now tell me, where have you guys gone wrong? What made you get answers like 61.8, right? And then 66.7, 62.5, 79.18, 63, 61.2, 71.5, 80, 62, 79. 66 is the final answer. Got it? Ramalakshmi says 8 people of average weight, 61 left. So I considered 65 people's average weight as 61. Am I right, sir? No, madam, you are absolutely wrong. You are wrong. 8 people of average weight 61 have left. Does not mean that all the 65 people have got the average weight as 61. Right? Understood? 8 people of average weight 61 kg leave, and 3 people of average weight, no, not average weight, 3 people have joined 72, 77, 69. Clear? Any more confusions? I'm sure there will be some confusions here because there were multiple responses. If you guys can post your queries, I can sort that out and then move to the next one. Next one. Okay, I think nobody has posted any question here. Let's take up the next one. Okay, so let's take something from reasoning now, and then I think we will be able to close it. So the next question here is from Abhi Tripathi. This is on arrangements, some sort of arrangement of different persons, different brands of laptops and different operating systems. Okay, so let me present this to you all. Here's the question. See what it says. Rohan, Beena, Aarti, Vishal, Jay, Kavita, Arun and Savita all have laptops of different brands among, HP, Asus, Dell, Apple, Sony, Samsung, Acer and Lenovo, not necessarily in that order. All the laptops have different operating systems among Vista, Windows 8, Mac OS, XP, Windows 7, Linux, Unix and Chrome OS installed in each one of them. All the laptops are either white, black, blue or gray in color. So how many variables? Different persons, different brands, different operating systems and different colors. So 4 variables and you have to do the assignment. So I'll leave you with this for at least 5 minutes. The clock starts now. Let's see how many of you get it right. Remember, since there are only 4 colors and 8 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe each person has got, each color is used by 2 persons. It's not very clear, but let's see. When you read the additional information, you should be able to figure that out. Done? Nobody's got the answer yet? Okay, nobody has got it. Grishma says no. Neeraj has also said no, and he wants me to wait. Okay, I'll wait for maybe just 1 or 2 more minutes. After that, we'll have to take it up. Okay, nobody has got it. Kaushik has also not got it. Should we take this up? Okay, let's take it up. I think I've given you enough time to try this. Let's look at the solution now. Here we go. Okay, so the question says Rohan, Beena, Aarti, Vishal, Jay, Kavita, Arun and Savita all have laptops of different brands, which are HP, Asus, Dell, Apple, Sony, Samsung, Acer and Lenovo, not necessarily in that order. All the laptops have different operating systems such as Vista, W8, macOS, XP, W7, Linux, Unix and Chrome OS installed on each one of them. All laptops are either white, black, blue or gray in color. So what do you understand? There are 8 persons, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 persons. They've got 8 different brands of laptops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 different operating systems, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And 4 different colors. Their laptops are either white, black, blue or gray. Now 8 persons, 8 brands, 8 operating systems is understood. Since there are only 4 colors, we have to figure out how are the colors distributed. It's obvious that the same color will be used by multiple persons. Now if is it each color being used by 2 persons or not is something that we'll have to figure out, right? Since there are only 4 colors, one possibility is that each color is being used by 2 persons, but that's not very clearly stated here. All he has given is all laptops are either white or black or blue or gray. Okay, so that one piece of information needs to be figured out. But overall, the requirement is we have to fix up the names of the persons along with the laptop brands that they use, along with the operating system that they have installed and the color of their laptop. Okay, so I think one thing that I can do is list down the names of the persons here, because eventually we'll have to link everything to the person, right? So let's say Rohan, Beena, Aarti, Vishal, Jay, Kavita, Arun and Savita, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll have to link up the names of the brands followed by the operating system followed by the color, right? Or in some order there. Now we'll try to fill whatever is available directly. See, I'll take the name on top so that we are very clear. Name is the first element followed by, let's say, brand, followed by OS, followed by color. Okay, so in that order we'll take up everything here. I'm just doing this so that it looks neat. I have limited space here. You don't have to do all this drama in the exam, right? I'm just trying to align it properly. I mean, of course you also have to do it properly in the exam, but you need not put all these colons so that you can save some space there, right? Space crunch is what is a bigger problem that I have. More than the question, the problem is very limited space here to try it out. So I'll try to fix whatever is available directly first and then try and fill up the gaps. Now see, he says Vishal, first point, Vishal has a gray laptop. Vishal has a gray laptop. So the color here is gray, right? Vishal has a gray laptop. There is only one more person with gray laptop. So understand, there's only one more person with the gray laptop. Vishal is one of them. The other person is, there's one more person who's got a gray laptop. So I can say gray laptop. See, the colors are white, then black, blue and gray. So what I know is gray is owned by 2 persons. Vishal is one of them. Who's the other person? I have to figure out. Similarly, we have to find out the number of times each of the other colors has been used. Lenovo has W8, but it is not blue in color. So Lenovo has W8, but it's not blue in color. So understand the point here is Lenovo will have the OS W8, but it's not blue in color. If it is not blue in color, it can be white or black or gray. You understand? It can be white or it can be black or gray. So there are 3 possibilities that we'll see. Savita has a blue laptop. Now since it is linked with the name of the person, I can directly put it here, right? Savita has a blue laptop. So this is blue with W7 installed. The OS is W7. Savita has a blue laptop with W7 installed. Dell is not black or blue in color. Now, does not mean that Dell is owned by Savita. All we know about Savita is she has a blue laptop and W7 installed. So we have put it up here, blue and W7. But Dell is not black or blue in color. If Dell is not black or blue in color, I can say Dell is either white or gray. Yes or no? Since there are only 4 choices with respect to color, he has already mentioned that Dell is not black or blue. It cannot be black or blue. So it has to be white or gray, right? Now we'll figure out which is the exact color somewhere else. So next point, Apple has Mac OS and is white in color. There is only one white laptop. Okay, so clear information. Apple has got Mac OS white in color, and there's only one white laptop. So white is only one color. Now, since Apple has Mac and is white in color, and there's only one laptop which is white in color, Dell cannot be white in color. Yes or no? There's only one laptop which should be white in color, and I only know that that laptop is Apple. It cannot be Dell. So we had two choices for Dell initially, white or gray. Now it is left with only one. It should be gray only. Right? Dell is gray. But does not mean that Vishal owns Dell. That's not for sure. I mean, that's not very clear. Right? Unless you confirm that, you cannot put it. The other point which is given here is Asus is grey in color. Asus also is grey in color. So let's make a note of that as well, right? Asus is grey in color. So now we know the two laptops which are grey in color. Yes or no? There are only two laptops which are supposed to be in grey. We have earlier figured out Dell is in grey, and now also we know that Asus is in grey in color. Now if I read the first point, it said, you see, it said Vishal has grey laptop, but it's not Asus. Since there are only two choices for grey, Dell versus Asus, Vishal does not have Asus. So if Vishal does not have this, Vishal should have Dell. So it's fixed now that Vishal has got Dell. Now it's confirmed that Vishal has got Dell. Yes or no? Why can't Vishal have Asus? Because very clearly he is given. Vishal does not own this brand. So this point has been used actually, if you see. Vishal grey, Dell is done, and there's one more person with grey laptop. That also we have figured out. The other person is supposed to be the one who's owning Asus. Okay. Next, read the next point. Samsung has Chrome OS is blue in color, but it is not owned by Savita. Yeah, Samsung has Chrome. It's blue in color, but it's not owned by Savita. Obviously, it's not owned by Savita because Savita's OS is W7. So I can make a note of it. Samsung has Chrome and it is blue in color. It is blue in color. Yes or no? Samsung Chrome OS blue in color. Where will it come? We don't know. We'll have to figure that out. A black laptop has Vista installed. Okay, there's one black laptop which has Vista installed. Linux is installed in a blue laptop. Number of black and gray laptops are equal. Now this point is interesting. Number of black and gray laptops are equal. See, there are two gray laptops. So number of black laptops also should be 2 because number of black and gray is equal. So if this is 2, this also is 2. Now if you see, out of total 8, 1 is white, 2 are black, 2 are gray. So remaining 3 have to be blue. Yes or no? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8. So now it's clear with respect to the colors. There's only one white laptop, 2 black laptops, 2 gray laptops, and 3 blue laptops. Okay, and then some other points are given, right? Black laptop has Vista installed. So one black laptop will have Vista installed. So Vista, I mean, I'm just making a note of it outside the arrangement because we don't know where is Vista. But what is for sure is Vista will have black, right? And Linux is in a blue laptop. Linux is in a blue laptop. So it cannot be this blue, it should be some other blue, right? So one blue laptop has got Linux in it. Number of black and gray is equal. Then Sony and Acer do not have Vista installed. Sony and Acer do not have Vista installed. So this cannot be Sony or Acer, right? It cannot be Sony or Acer. Acer does not have W7 installed. Acer does not have W7 installed. So we'll come back to this point. I think space is already over here. I'll have to fix in the arrangement directly now. Rohan and Aarti have black color laptops. Now this is very precise information. Rohan and Aarti have black colored laptops. So Rohan has black laptop. Aarti also has black laptop. And since there are only 2 black laptops, I think black is closed now. Yes or no? You know which 2 persons have got black laptops. And we also know that one black laptop has Vista. So it could either be this OS which is Vista or this one which is Vista. Arun and Kavita have same color laptops. Okay, Arun and Kavita have same color laptops. Try and understand what color can Arun and Savita have. See, black is already over. We have put a tick mark. The 2 persons who own black laptops are Rohan and Aarti. So Arun and Savita cannot have black. Can Arun and Savita have white? No. Acha, Arun and Savita have same color. Arun and Kavita, sorry. Arun and Kavita. Can Arun and Kavita have white? No. Because there is only one white laptop. Can Arun and Kavita have grey? No. Why is it no? Because if Arun and Kavita both have grey, we already have one person, Vishal, who has grey. So total grey laptops will be 3. Will become 3. Yes or no? We are talking about Arun and Kavita here. Arun and Kavita have got the same color. Can both of them have grey? No, because if these 2 have grey, there's already a person with grey laptop. So total number of grey laptops will become 3. Gray is only 2. So they cannot have gray as well. So the only choice for Arun and Kavita is blue. So I think Kavita has got blue laptop. Arun has also got blue laptop. And with this, the three blue laptops are fixed. You see blue, blue and blue. Kavita, Arun and Savita have, all three of them have got blue laptops. Right? So 2 blacks are done, 2 blues are done. Only thing is 1 white and 1 gray is left out. So either Beena has got white, Jay has got gray, or Beena has got gray and Jay has got white. So with respect to color, it is largely done. Read the next point. Jay doesn't have an Apple laptop. Okay, see, Jay doesn't have an Apple. Jay doesn't have an Apple. If Jay doesn't have an Apple, Jay cannot be white, because it is Apple which has got white, right? Somewhere it is given here. Apple has Mac OS and it is white in color. Yes or no? So since J does not have Apple, J cannot be white. And if J cannot be white, J has to be gray. So 2 gray are also done, right? 2 gray, 3 blue, 2 black are done. Only 1 white is left out, which has to go for the person Beena here. Right? So with respect to colors, it's all, with respect to colors, it's all done, right? Black, white, black, gray, gray, blue, blue, blue. So 3 blues, 2 grays, 2 blacks and 1 white. So one problem is solved. Now let's fix the gaps. So Jay doesn't have an Apple laptop, that is done. He has Unix installed in his laptop. He is here, Jay. Jay has Unix. So Jay has Unix, we'll put that in OS. Okay, so one reading is done. One reading of all the statements is done, and we have got this much. We have been able to fill this. Now we'll have to fill the gaps. So I think all the colors are done. Only brands and OS have to be fixed. Now one thing is very clear, right? Apple has Mac and white. Since there is only one white, I can say Beena has got Apple and OS is Mac, of course. So one line is closed. Beena's brand, OS and color is closed. Asus is gray in color. Okay, now look at the other point here. I'm in the same statement. Apple has Mac and white in color is done. Now we know that Asus is gray in color. Asus is green color. There are only 2 laptops which are green color. If Vishal has got Dell, see, there are only 2 laptops which are green color. One is Dell. Here the other point given is Asus is green color, so it can be Asus. I mean, it has to be Asus. There's no other choice. Right? So this also is fixed. So J's line is also fixed. Beena's and J's line is fixed. Okay. And Dell is gray. This point has been used. You see, Dell is gray has been used. Asus is gray also has been used. So these 2 points pictorially which we had marked here has been already used. Dell gray, Asus gray. Now fix the other things. What else do we know? I'm just going for the second reading now. Vishal has gray laptop is done, but not Asus is done. There's only one more person gray. So this point is fully used. Lenovo has W8, but it is not blue in color. See, Lenovo has W8, but it is not blue in color. It can't be blue. It can't be white. It can't be gray also. You understand? Out of the colors which Lenovo can take up, Lenovo has W8. It is not blue in color. It is not blue. It is not gray also, because both the grays are blocked, Dell and Asus. And it can't be white also. The only choice is Lenovo has to be black. Yes or no? This is complete now. I mean, Lenovo has W8 and is black in color. Why is it black in color? See, it is not blue, very clearly given. So blue is ruled out. It cannot be white because white is Apple. It cannot be gray also because both the grays are Dell and Asus. So Lenovo has to be black. Now black is Rohan or Aarti or Achha, only 2 black, right? So yeah. So either Lenovo belongs to Rohan or it belongs to Aarti. Yes or no? And the other thing that we know about black is it is got Vista installed. So one black has W8, the other black has Vista. There are only 2 blacks, right? One black has W8, the other black has Vista. Whichever has got W8 is Lenovo, and Vista we have to figure out. Yeah. Okay. What else do we know? Savita has a blue laptop with W7 installed. Yeah. Dell is not black or blue in color. Yeah, that is done. So this point is used. Apple, this thing is also used. Samsung is chrome with blue, but is not owned by Savita. Yeah, so Samsung will either come for Kavita or Arun. A black laptop has Vista installed. Yeah, that point we know. Linux is installed in a blue laptop. Linux is installed in a blue laptop. So Linux will either come here or here. I'll do one thing. We will, cross out the OSs which have been fixed, operating system. So Mac is fixed, Unix is fixed here, right? And W7 is fixed. Now, I'm trying to fix the OS for Vishal, because if you see, Mac, Unix and W7 are gone. The only choices are Vista, W8, XP, Linux and Chrome. Now we know that Chrome is for Samsung, so Chrome cannot come here because this is Dell. We know that Vista is in black, so Vista cannot come here. And Linux is in blue, Linux also cannot come here. You understand? For Vishal, Linux cannot come because Linux is in a blue laptop. Vishal has got a gray laptop. For Vishal, Chrome also cannot come because Chrome is installed in Samsung. Vishal has got a Dell. And for Vishal, I think Vista also cannot come because Vista is installed in a black laptop. So the only choices Vishal has got is W8 or XP. W8 or XP. Anything given with respect to W8? W8, Windows 8. Lenovo has W8. Lenovo has W8. Okay, yeah, Lenovo has W8. W8 is also in black, so W8 also cannot come. So the only choice Vishal has got is XP. You understand? So XP is also fixed now because all others are ruled out. Okay, so XP is also fixed. I'll eliminate XP here. So 3 persons are done. Now try to do the other thing. So with respect to gray, everything is done. With respect to white, everything is done. Only blacks and blues are left out. What do we know? Sony and Acer do not have Vista installed. So who will have Vista? Let's figure that out, right? Which brand will have Vista? Which brand will have Vista? Sony and Acer do not have Vista. I'm trying to find out which brand will have Vista so that it can be fixed somewhere. So Sony and Acer do not have Vista. Let me just cross out. Sony cannot have Vista. Acer cannot have Vista, right? Already Dell, Apple and Asus are fixed. So Dell is fixed, Apple is fixed, Asus is fixed. We know that Samsung has Chrome, so Samsung also cannot have Vista. So which one can have, and Lenovo has W8. So the only brand which can have Vista is HP. Yes or no? All others are either fixed or cannot be coming for Vista. So HP has to come for Vista. So HP, Vista and black. HP, Vista and black. So HP and Vista or HP and Vista. These are the possibilities. Yeah, so I think HP, Vista, black and Lenovo W8 black. These are the 2 things. You understand? HP, Vista, black, Lenovo W8 black. So I'll do one thing. Since there are multiple possibilities, I'll just fix it at least. HP versus Lenovo. Here it is Lenovo versus HP. So if Rohan takes HP, Aarti will take Lenovo. If Rohan takes Lenovo, Aarti takes HP. And accordingly, the operating systems, W8 and Vista. Right? Vista versus W8. Vista or 8 or Vista. So I can for now say that at least that is fixed. Right? So Vista is blocked, W8 is blocked, and HP and Lenovo are also blocked. HP and Lenovo are also blocked. This should help us to a great extent, right? So what are the brands left out now? Sony, Samsung and 3 brands are left out, right? Which are those 3 brands? Sony, Samsung and Acer. Yeah, Sony, Samsung, Acer. Sony, Samsung and Acer. You see, we know that Acer does not have W7 installed. Look at this. Acer does not have W7 installed. So Acer cannot come here. Samsung also cannot come here because Samsung has Chrome. This is W7, right? So Samsung cannot come here. And Acer does not have W7 is very clearly given. So if Samsung cannot come and if Acer cannot come, the only brand that can come here is Sony. So Sony is also closed now. Yes or no? Likewise, try and fill the other gaps. Sony and Acer do not have Vista. Yeah. Now this is Sony versus Acer here, and the other brands here. Sorry, Samsung versus Acer. So Samsung Chrome Blue is one. Now this is, since it is Linux, I think it has to be Acer. You understand? Acer has got Linux and blue in color. Acer has got Linux and blue in color. Samsung has got Chrome and blue in color. Now which one belongs to whom is what we need to figure out. Samsung has Chrome and is blue in color, but not owned by Savita. Acha, Savita he says, sorry. You understand? Kavita and Arun will be sharing between, what is that, Samsung and Acer. Samsung versus Acer. Acer versus Samsung. And if it is Samsung, then it will be Chrome or Linux, or Linux versus Chrome. So I think it is done, but there are some confusions left, right? Let's just clear that out. How do we know who has got what? Because there are two possibilities here and there are two possibilities here also. Between Rohan and Aarti there are multiple possibilities. Between Kavita and Anu there are multiple possibilities. Everything else is fixed. Beena is fixed, Vishal is fixed, Jay is fixed, Savita is fixed. So Rohan, Aarti and Kavita, Arun. So let's see if something can be fixed here. I mean, see, we know the brand and operating system accordingly. So even if one thing is known, the other thing can be fixed. Right? Anything that we know. There's only one. Lenovo has W8, not in blue in color. Savita has a blue laptop. Savita has anyway done. Samsung is not owned by Savita, he says. Okay. Arun and Kavita have same color of house. So how do we fix it now? It is also possible that, I mean, it depends on the questions, right? I mean, questions sometimes will be in such a way that he'll say Rohan will own which of the following. So it could either be HP or Lenovo. Actual answer can be HP or Lenovo, but I'm just trying to figure out have we missed some point here, right? So let me just quickly read all the statements once and it will help us close the gaps if there are any. So Vishal has a grey laptop, that is fixed, but not Asus, that is also fixed. There's only one more person with the laptop is also fixed. Lenovo has W8, okay, but it is not blue in color, that also is fixed. Savita has a blue laptop, fixed, with W7 installed, fixed. Dell is not black or blue, yes, Dell is grey. Apple has Mac white, there's only one white which has gone to Beena, fine. Asus is green color, is also fixed. Samsung has Chrome and is blue in color. Samsung has Chrome and blue in color and not owned by Savita. Yeah, Savita does not own it. This also is fixed. A black laptop has Vista installed. Black laptop has Vista installed. Yeah, so that's a confusion. Which black? Rohan's black laptop or Aarti's black laptop? That will have Vista installed. Linux is installed in blue laptop. Again, that also is confusion, right? Linux is installed in blue. Which blue? Kavita's blue laptop or Arun's blue laptop? Number of black and grey laptops is equal is also used. Sony and Acer do not have Vista. Sony and Acer do not have Vista. Sony has W7. Acer does not have W7 installed. Yeah, Acer does not have W7 installed. That's also done. Rohan and Aarti have black color laptops. Yes. Arun and Kavita have same color laptops. Yes. Jay doesn't have Apple. He has Unix installed. Yeah. So I don't think there is anything that can be done now. There are multiple possibilities. Multiple possibilities are between Rohan and Aarti. So this is the final answer in my view, unless there's something that I've missed out. Okay. Let me also highlight the multiple choices here between Kavita and Arun. We know that both of them have got blue color laptops, but what is not sure here is who has got the Samsung laptop. If Kavita has got Samsung, then she will definitely have Chrome installed. If Kavita has Acer, then she will have Linux installed. So that is clear. You understand? Samsung is for Chrome, Acer is for Linux. So accordingly, we'll have to fix the operating system also. Similarly, the other confusion here is between, the other confusion here is between which two persons? Rohan and Aarti. They have got HP Lenovo versus Vista and Windows 8. Both of them have got black laptop, but If Rohan has got HP, then he will have Vista installed. That is very clear. You see, HP is Vista. And Lenovo will have the other one. Similarly, I think I should highlight this also. Samsung has Chrome. Keep that in mind. So whoever has got Samsung will take Chrome. Whoever has got HP will take Vista. HP takes Vista, Lenovo takes 8. Here Lenovo takes 8 or HP takes Vista. So data is not fully sufficient, but whatever is given from that we have been able to fix all these points. Yeah. So that's the final solution with still some multiple possibilities there. Right? In fact, there are 4 possible solutions. Rohan can have HP, Aarti can have Lenovo, Kavita can have Samsung, Arun can have Acer. Or Rohan can have Lenovo, Aarti can have HP, Kavita can have Samsung, Arun can have Acer. Or Rohan can have HP, Aarti can have Lenovo, where Kavita has Acer and Arun has Samsung. Or the 4th one there. You understand? 2 into 2, there will be total 4 possibilities. The only thing that I can think of here is, if you see, some clarity can come in. I am not sure. I am not saying that the question is wrong, but in case if this Savita is replaced by Kavita, then 2 possibilities will get ruled out. Suppose he says Samsung is with Chrome and blue in color, but not owned by Kavita. Samsung is not owned by Kavita, so Samsung gets eliminated here. Then Samsung is owned by Arun, so Kavita will own Acer. But even then, between Rohan and Aarti, that confusion still remains. But I'm not saying this is for sure. This is just a point that could be possible, right? Yeah. So with that, I think we are done with this question. We can, I mean, you can answer the questions very easily once the arrangement is done or the assignment is done. Answering questions doesn't really take any time there. Yeah. But yes, a complex linear arrangement with multiple possibilities, and that's how you do it. So like I always say, the best way to deal with such questions in the exam is not to deal with them, right? Just skip and go to the next one. Solve the other questions where there are definite solutions, and in the time left out, come back and see which is the best one that you would like to try, which is the easiest one you think that can be tried. Okay. On that note, I would like to close it here. We have a few more questions, but don't worry, we will meet again next Saturday in your doubt clarification session for quantitative aptitude and reasoning, where we will solve the remaining ones. Until then, keep practicing and take very good care of yourself.